Hello, this is Coach Sanote, and I'm going to be reviewing a game by Allplay, or formerly known as BoardGameTables.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing Basketboss, and I've been really liking Allplay recently, as you can see by my shelf. So let's just get straight into this review. Before we go into the overview of the game, I'm going to read a little bit about what the game is about. So, your critical task as a team manager is to build a dream lineup of basketball superstars. Over 6 seasons, you'll have to hire the best team advisors, sign talented new players, and avoid crippling injuries. Now is the time to win a championship and define your legacy. Now, over to my dad for the overview.
In Basketboss, you are trying to build the most successful basketball team over 6 seasons by drafting basketball players, hiring advisors, winning season trophies, and earning the most victory points to win the game. In the game, there will be 6 season cards, and these cards will change the rules of the game for each season with the exception of Season 1. And Season 1, inaugural season, and Team Legacy card will always be in the game, but the 4 in the middle will change up from game to game, and there are several different season cards. In the game, each player will have their own player board, and their player board consists of their basketball team. Each basketball team starts with a shooting guard, power forward, center, point guard, and shooting guard. Now, each player has 1 power, which is the stars, and they all will earn you $1 at the end of the season. Now, this will change up throughout the game. Now, the power of your team is constructed by the number of stars on your player and how many different colors you have. So starting off, each player starts with 10 strength. Each round, you will be bidding on basketball players to hire them for your team. And when you hire a player, you can choose to put them on the player color that matches their position, or you can place them on any other color, but that would lose you the strength of color. Now, it always starts on the top with the top stars, but you'll notice some of these cards have more stars at the top than others, and some get better as they go. Once the bidding phase is over and all of the players have been hired or discarded, you will award trophies based on strength. This team would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for the color. So the purple would be at 11 strength. And this team would be 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Since the Mountain Goats have the strongest team, they would win a trophy. In a 2-player game, we only use the 2-point purple trophies. In other player counts, there'll be different trophies that you earn. In a 5-player game, you'll use all 5 trophies, a 10-point, a 7-point, a 4-point, and a 2-point. 4-point, you use 3 trophies, discarding the 10, and then a 3-player game, you use 2 trophies, discarding the 7 and the 10. After awarding trophies, you will move on to the hiring advisor phase. Each player will get to hire an advisor, starting with the lowest strength, moving to the highest. Each advisor gives you an advantage over your opponent. Like the trainer helps you to slow the aging process of your players, and the billionaire investor helps you earn more money, and the physical therapist helps you avoid injuries. And yes, there are injury cards in the player deck. Once you have hired your advisors, you'll move on to the income phase. You will count the money symbols on your players and collect that amount of money. You would get $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 for the ghosts, and you would get $1, $2, $3, $4 for the mountain goats, which you use this money for bidding on your basketball players. Once you've earned your income, you move on to the aging process of your players, where you will shift each player up one, unless you have the trainer, which then you could choose not to move up a player. And then that is the end of the round, and you would move on to the next season card, and you will continue this process through 6 rounds. After the 6th season, each player will count their team strength, and their score will be based on their team strength, all the trophies that they have won, and 1 point for each $5 you have. And that is how you play Basketboss.
What I like about Basketboss is that I've been really liking basketball recently, and it's something I can share with my dad, which he also really likes basketball. And the playoffs are coming up soon, and I think that this is a good way to celebrate. Another thing I like is how there's bidding, and I've been loving bidding games, and it's kind of cool how it's like kind of tied in with like free agency or the draft, how you're like players take the highest offer usually. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, but a lot of the times they take the highest offer that they can, which I think it's kind of cool, and I think it's kind of realistic. And I played a lot of 2K, so it's like this stuff is kind of cool for me, and there's a lot of that kind of stuff in 2K. So another thing I like is that there's really cool art. There's like even on the front cover, there's like designs of like triangles is kind of how the player is built, which I think is kind of cool. And another thing I like is how there's like puns, how there's like I think it's Lenny Birdman is like Larry Bird. There's like Mike L. Bowman for Michael Jordan, obviously. And there's some WNBA players. And there's this bot, which has like stays the same throughout the whole career, which I think is super cool.
Airbot?
Yeah, and there's like Uncle Drew, which is like there's an Uncle Drew movie like Kyrie Irving and stuff. So yeah, I know a little bit of the NBA. Another thing is you can hire advisors, which it gives you a little bit step up on your opponent, but also your opponent has a step up on you because there's obviously they get to hire advisors too. Obviously. And there's just one thing I don't like. It's just really that I wish that how the game kind of doesn't go super in depth. There's like not like stats or awards, which I think those things in addition would be super cool. And maybe there's expansions in the future. Who knows? And yeah, outro. If you love this Basketboss review, then please smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, and slam dunk on that notification bell so you can get notifications when I post a new video. Check out my link tree, which has obviously my YouTube, my Instagram, and my Facebook, and has my Dice Tower playlist, which you can see all the Dice Tower videos that I'm in, and my merch store where you can buy my merch for maybe someone's birthday or Christmas or something like that. One of the best ways to support me. And man, I really want to play some basketball, so I'm going to get off. Alright guys, bye.